Hi friends, I'm Anna. I'm so glad you're here today. Today I want to share with you one little thing you can do different on your card projects to take them to wow and really impress those who you share your beautiful card projects with. So excited to share this with you. Let's take a look at it. Here are two card projects I have already created with, it's called the Opulent Oasis Stamp and Die Set. We are going to take each of these cards and really make them wow by doing one thing that is different. So let's take a look at them quickly, and then we will jump into what we are going to do to step these up just a little bit. So for this one, I have stamped, here's the Opulent Oasis stamp set on the right side and then matching dies on the left. So I've stamped the large stamp. I used the smaller flower stamp 2 times on the sides. I'm going to show you how to make it look like this is layered and make it look like these leaves are behind the flowers without doing any particular techniques. And then I just finished it a little bit simply with a ribbon and a tag here. This one, I'll mention this quickly as we are getting started. This is a special die set that was created to work with our impressions plate, which is a rubber mat that goes through your embossing machine. And I just wanted to show quickly how it works. It creates this amazing texture, and I hope you can see and appreciate that. But with one die, you can emboss it and cut it as well. So you cut first the normal way with the die, the same way you would cut anything. And then what you do is use plates 1 and 2. You lay your die on here with the cut side up. That's a little different than normal. Put your paper on here, use the rubber mat, and this all comes in the instructions with the impression plate. Run it through there. You get this amazing texture. Oh, and if you spritz it with a little bit of water in a water spritzer before you start, that will actually make it pop even more. So that's how I got this. Now let's look at how we can step up each of these projects just a little bit. I will mention as we get started, as you may know, I do give away every week. When you comment on my videos, you are entered to win. Here's this week's giveaway question. What's your favorite new color? Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, Peaceful Pine, Crisp Cantaloupe, Barely Blush. We're using all of these colors on today's projects. I absolutely love them. So you're going to get to see them in combination with each other on these cards. So here is the beginning of our upgraded version of this card. We're going to put all the stamps in the same spot. Can you tell what I have done differently? It looks like I inked with different colors, but what I am doing is inking my stamp with multiple colors and some sponge daubers. And I'll mention right away, if you don't have daubers, you can do this with blending brushes or with a regular sponge. Works better with the daubers, but it is something you can try with your blending brushes if you want to. So what I'm going to do first here is I am going to ink with my crisp cantaloupe ink. And on my first card, I just used crisp cantaloupe. I inked and stamped with that. Now on this one, I am going to ink with my crisp cantaloupe. Then I'm going to add some extra color with my daubers. So I'll be using a bit of Calypso Coral and a bit of Melon Mambo also to add more color. So we'll ink first. And I'll mention this as well as we're layering. I said I wanted to share how to create it to look like this little floral scene without having to do any special techniques. I stamped this large flower. There's one side that's basically flat. I stamped that flat side here, and then I stamped the back flat side of this flower against that. And now we will add this one as well. So I'm going to ink with the cantaloupe. Now I am going to come in kind of in the middle of most of these flower petals and add Calypso Coral. This is my middle color. And then my Melon Mambo is going to be my deepest color. I'm adding that here in the middle. On this other one, I also did some of that right down there at the bottom. And we are going to line this edge of this flower up over here with the petal sticking out. Stamp it just like that. And we will add some leaves to it. Before we do that, I did want to add a bit of color to the centers. So I'm going to use my Golden Glow and just add a little bit of yellow right there in the center of these flowers. And then we'll do the leaves. I don't know about you, but I like to make these little scenes without having to make a ton of die cuts. So when we learn how we can ink our stamps in a certain way so that they look like they're layered, we don't have like leaves stamped on top of a flower, which looks kind of awkward. It's nice to learn how we can do this and save a bit of time. So for this one, I am going to ink with my Granny Apple Green ink. Then I will be doing a bit of sponging with my Peaceful Pine. I have to learn these new names of these colors. I am not used to them yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another leaf down here in this bottom corner. And I only want to ink up to the leaf. I don't, if you can see the stem that sticks out at the very end, I don't want any ink on that because that is going to overlap my flower. It will make it look very unrealistic. We are shooting for more realistic. So now I have my dauber, going to ink up with some Peaceful Pine and add this just to select spots on the stamp to give it a little bit deeper color, some dimension, some color variation. And now I want to line up the edge of where, and actually I see I got some green ink that I don't want with my dauber right there on the end. So I'll get rid of that and line up the edge of my ink with the base of that flower. So you can see it looks like it's coming out of the bottom there. So we will do this one or two, let's do one more time over here. And I want, this actually looks pretty good. I will ink up most of it this time, just leave the very end uninked. And we'll add some color again with the Peaceful Pine. This is a really fun way to get some very nice color variation. Just makes things look a lot more realistic when they're not all exactly the same color. Okay, so this one, I have a little bit of a gap right there. What I can do is I can actually come in with a marker if I want to, or if we want to, do we want to try it? Let's try it. I'm just going to ink up the very end of that stem and stamp it right there. And it filled in a little bit closer. We can do that. I can use a marker to fill in. Friends, there is always a way to fix those little imperfections that we end up with on our cards. Okay, now that we have that, let's bring in, have you commented and told me your favorite color yet? Do you need to know what they are again? Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Peaceful Pine. This one may be mine, Hydrangea Hue. I love it. And I forgot one, Golden Glow, Golden Glow. Okay, so what I did is you can probably see on this other card, I used this nice little texture stamp and I inked it several times. And so what I'm doing here, I call this stamping off, where you stamp once and then you stamp again without re-inking. So you get that nice color variation. And so now we have some fun texture around the edges of this card. Let's go ahead and finish and assemble this one. And then I'm excited to show how we are going to step up that other card I showed you with that beautiful embossed and die cut piece. So we need some adhesive on the back of this. Already got my ribbon ready, as you can see. So the base of this card is that Barely Blush. As I was stamping, I had to get used to the differences in these two new colors. The crisp cantaloupe is the one that I created before. And then this one, we have the Barely Blush. So we'll see if I can handle the pressure and tie a nice bow right now while you are watching me. It's always harder when somebody's watching, right? Okay, that's a bow. It's not the finest one I've ever done, but we will adjust it a little bit. We can adjust in a little while. Let's cut the ends off. We are going to add our little greeting tag. I cut these die cuts with a set called Nested Essentials. They are appropriately named. They are essentials. I've been using them a ton in my projects. This shape I don't use quite as often, but these, and then you'll see the other one, the nice little banner in a minute. I use those all the time. Okay, so here we have our best wishes card, and you can see just that amazing color variation compared to the original. Now, here's that card. I said we were going to step up a little bit with this amazing, beautiful die cut. I did change up the colors on this one, just so you know. But here is what we are going to do. I die cut this out of, which new color is this? Hydrangea hue. And I wanted to show, since we're working with daubers, just how we can use the daubers to add some really neat color variation to this as well. So we will be using Hydrangea Hue, Peaceful Pine again, and the deep color in the center is Blueberry Bushel. So I want to add some of this Hydrangea Hue to the outer part of all of these petals. And I already did some of them, as you can see, a bit. We'll add a bit more out here. And then as we come in, I want to add some of that Blueberry Bushel to the center. Then for these smaller flowers on the outside, I wanted them to be a nice deep blueberry color. So we'll do that. When you're using sponge daubers like this, you want to be gentle if possible. The more you press, the more of that color is going to end up on the lower part of the embossing, on that flat part. And I want to try and keep most of the color, if possible, up on those raised areas. So here is my Peaceful Pine dauber. We'll add some of this. And you can see what we have created here. Just beautiful, isn't it? I'm thinking about my white original card and how it would be gorgeous to take a white one and just add some really subtle color to it. Maybe like that Barely Blush color, and some really light colors would be nice. But let's pop this up with some dimensionals and here's that other tag I was talking about. I love to use this banner from that Nested Essentials set. So we will add this down here. And this tag on top. I really like this greeting that I'm using right now, this sending happy thoughts. I love to create general greetings like this. A lot of times I wait and I stamp the insides of my cards later on once I know what I'll use it for, but this could be birthday, it could be congratulations, it could be anniversary, it could be thinking of you, it could be all kinds of things. But here we can see this completed card with that color variation. I hope you can try this easy technique to step up those stamped images sometime soon. Let's do a little moment of encouragement. This is the 250th anniversary of our country. Do you know much about history? I'm going to be honest, my public school education has not. filled me with a huge awareness of history that I still remember. But you know what? History is so important. And it truly inspires me to walk forward with courage because you know what? People all through history have been through some crazy, crazy stuff. If we think what's going on now, yeah, it's different because of technology and everything that's going on. It is different. And we are more aware of everything because of technology and news and media and all of that. But friends, history is so important. It teaches us to appreciate what we have because we are so very blessed in this country. If you don't know much about history, I encourage you find a good book about like the forming of our nation. Oh, oh, the guys that started our nation, I think, were some of the most courageous, brave, godly humans that have ever walked the face of our earth. So if you don't know much about it, I would encourage you to listen. There's a book that, if you can keep it, The Forgotten Promise of American Liberty by Eric Metaxas. So good. Opened my eyes to a more truthful history of our country and why we all need to stand up and fight for the things that we have. Check out my other channel where I do more chatting about life. It's called Life with Anna Helman. Would love to see you there as well. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to handmake with love.